Hello and welcome. My name's Sam and this is the Little Greenhouse Creates. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope everyone had a lovely Easter and a wonderful bank holiday. But we're back to crafting now, and we've gone for this week a craft kit. It is a perfect opportunity to use something like a craft kit when you've got a busy Easter holiday and you want to do some little crafting or a little bit of crafting to yourself. This is an opportunity. Everything is in this box. So let's open it up and see what we've got. So this week we are looking at the Welcome Garden Kit. It comes with 3 different cards, and I believe they make 3 of each. You've got 3 different designs. I've got one here with a gate, another fence, and then you've got this one with a garden gate. So let's see what we can do with all the instructions. So let's see what we've got. So first of all, I've got in here, I have got, she says, trying to open. As you can see, my wrist still isn't 100%. So I've got some double-sided sticky tape. I have a block. Then I've got 3 pieces of paper. That's interesting. What those are for. I have a spot cube. Now this one is in cucumber. No, it's not. This one is in crumb cake. I'm not quite sure where I got cucumber. Crumb cake. Okay, so let's make sure the lid's on that one. Yep. Then we've got some dimensionals. We have a set of very pretty envelopes. Look at these. All the little patterns at the end. Very, very pretty. Then we have our base cards. So we've got this one here. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? That's pretty in itself before we've even started. So that's one of the designs. And we've got 1, 2, so there's 3 of those. We have some stamps. So here we have a picket fence. We've got some wood grain, and then we've got 3 sentences. So I've got thanks, just a note, and this one says thinking of you today. Then I have, okay, welcome garden stamp artwork, thinking of you today. So that is the artwork that goes for that. So that'll be onto there. So you just know you've got everything. So let's pop those aside. Then I've got, oh, let's have a look. So I've got hello, bonjour. So we've got picket fence here. We've got a gate here. So we've got 3 of those. Little bird house. So that's 3 of those. Then we have got some beautiful flowers here. Look at those. Such delicate. So we've got some flowers. You've got some bushes here. You've got leaves. You've got 3 of those. I've got 3 of those. I've got 4 of those. Have I? No, 1, 2. No, that's me. I just can't count. There's 3 of those. Good, good. And then we have, let's have a look what else we've got. So we've got, I think these are going to be picket fences, but I think we might need to stamp on those. We'll have a look at those in a minute. These could be sentiments, and a bit more of those. Interesting. And then I have got, let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's for the other 2 designs. So let's take ourselves one of these, and we will have a look at one of the designs. So if I bring in the instructions, so the first thing I'm going to do is this one here. So let's have a look and see what I need. So I'm looking at design 2. Let's fold that. So design 2. So we're going to need our block, our crumb cake. We're going to need, trying to work out all these things, our double-sided tape, and we've got leaves, and we need our white paper. That's what those are for. We need that. And then we've got these wood grain here. Right. So let's see. what else we need. So it's saying that what I need to do is I need to unpick one of these. So that's this one. Come on. Ooh. Right, so we can put the rest of those away. So we're going to unpick this one. There we go. Come on. Perfect. So that, and then I need a gate, which is this one. Let's do that. Perfect. So there's the gate. I'll put that aside. Now it's telling me I need these flowers. So let's just pull those through. How are you? So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's only these orange ones for this one. We don't need the purple ones, so we put those aside. And then I need a sentiment, which is probably this one here. Right, so let's put everything else away and we can work our way round. We'll need an envelope, we'll need our dimensionals, our stamps. Okie dokie, let's see what else. So, going by the instructions, it says to put double-sided tape on here. Now, because I am a crafter that has all the supplies, I could quite easily use my multi-purpose glue, but I will just do as they've suggested. Put that onto there, and that onto there, and pop that aside. So there's loads more in there. I think that will definitely do more than 3 cards. Okay, so that's one piece. Put that over there. So now I've taken out my leaves, and so this, and so what am I going to do now? All right, I'm going to stick this onto there like that. So the the greenery is on the reverse. Okay, and then the flowers will be on the other side. And what we can do, according to these instructions, is to pop dimensionals onto those. So let's do that quickly. Come here. My fingers aren't as being as productive as they should do. So let's get our dimensionals out because they're quite small. So that's good. Now you can buy dimensionals this small with us. You don't have to just buy the big ones. So it is saying put dimensionals on all of them. So let's do that. There we go. But obviously, if you want to, you could just glue them down, if that is your preference. 2. And 1 makes 3, so that's those. So as long as your dominant hand is working, I think this card will be quite productive. 1. And quite quick to create. So we were very lucky. We had some wonderful weather over the Easter holidays. We managed to do a external Easter egg hunt on Good Friday with my grandchildren, and then on Sunday the Easter bunny came and deposited a load of lovely Easter eggs in our back garden for them to collect. So there was great fun with that. The weather wasn't too good yesterday. There was lots of rain, but that didn't really matter because the grandchildren were off playing one of these local recreational centres. There we go. Wonderful. And today the weather's beautiful as well. Right, so let's see what the next thing says to do. So it's saying to me that I need to take my wood grain, pop it onto my block, like so. There we go. And then we're going to ink that up with the crumb cake, and we're going to place it onto the white card 3 times. So let's do that. Let's push all this stuff aside. Bring over my white. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to test it out on my paper that I've got here. Absolutely fine. Right, so it's saying, there we are. So top right. Okay, then it's suggesting just a bit lower, but to top left. So we go to about there. And then we've got another one that comes down here at the bottom right. There we go. So quite a relaxing go back into crafting after a busy weekend of Easter celebrations. Okay, so this can now go on to our base card, which I've managed to put back into the... How did I manage to do that? Let's grab it. There we go. Right, so I'm going to fold that in half. I'm going to bring in my bone folder just to burnish the card. If you haven't got a bone folder, you could use the edge of your block, just carefully folding it down. Okay. Right, so make sure it's opening that way. This is now going to go onto our card with an equal edging all the way around. So let's just take off our backing. 2, oops, 3. Don't need those. Right, let's get this, excuse me, straight on the screen. And then what we're going to do is that will go onto there. Perfect. So now the next thing to do is we're going to put our, can you, excuse me, thank you. We're going to put that onto there. And I think, yeah, we're going to use our Stampin' Seal. No, not Stampin' Seal. Tear and tape. So I'm just going to pop that down there. Onto there. Like that. And then that will go off. Come on. There we go. That's that one. And this will go over the top. Perfect. Now, what it's suggesting is here, it's saying that you can bring your leaves through, so you can wind your leaves through carefully. There we go. So it can come through. So it's not going to, not all behind your, there we go, all behind the gate. It's going to work its way through like they do naturally. There we go, let's put that in there as well. Brilliant. Actually, we could go that way, couldn't we? Yep, excellent. Right, so that can now go onto here. Do I put it up that way? No, let's bring it down slightly. So that will go onto there. And I am going to, oh, it's suggesting dimensionals on the back of that. So let's do that. Okay, so let's turn that over. And we're just going to put some dimensionals on the back. So I'm going to put 3 on the bottom. So on there. 2, 3. There we are. And then let's have a look. We can do one here. And one on the other side. We can put on there. So literally on the outside of the frame. That one there. I think that's about it. Okay, so that can now have these removed, the tops removed. Let's do that with my fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I've got them all removed. And then what you're going to do is you're going to place that down steady. There we go. Okay, so you can just push those down into place, and that will give you your beautiful gate. And now we can decorate it with our flowers. So again, just take your backings off your dimensionals and you can pop them into place. So we've got one that's going here, so let's pop that to there. Okay, then we've got another 3. Take that off. Now I'm not going to use the sentiment on this card until I actually need it. So it doesn't have to be just a note. It could be happy birthday, happy anniversary, any of those. Obviously I have got those stamp sets in my stash. You can use whatever stash you've got in your stamp sets you've got in your stash, or even you could use the ones that are provided. Let's put that one there. I'm going to put one up here, and then the last one, which I seem to have, oh look, it's here and I haven't put a dimensional on it. Let's do that then. There we go, my little flower. And that literally is it. The flowers finish the card completely, and then it's got this beautiful envelope to go with it. So obviously, not obviously, but you could put your sentiment will go here on your gate. You can put it through there, and you have your sentiment in the middle of whatever you want. But as I say, I'm going to put mine on at a later date. So thank you ever so much for joining me today. I will be back on Friday with the other cards, so do join me then, and we can catch up. But thank you for joining me today, and whatever you do, stay safe and happy crafting. Take care. Bye.